Hello everybody and welcome to Corner Kitchen Fast Food Simulator. This is our new restaurant right here. As you can see, it's a bit dirty at the moment and a bit in a state, so we need to clean it up as per the usual in most of these games. Although this one is slightly different in the fact that you can employ a cleaner from now, right from the word go, and a cleaner would do this first bit for you. I'm not going to do that because it's not worth the money, but you can if you so wish. It is a possibility in the game.
Who knew running a business involved so much sweeping?
That's your inner monologue. So occasionally he will chime in with little bits like that. Sometimes it's just like little motivational things or funny little quips, or it's a tip for the game, I think. It's not often, so it's not like annoying or anything, but yeah, you get your little inner monologue speaking to you from time to time. We've almost finished the cleaning here now. I think this is possibly the final spot. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that is it. So, use PC to order a burger station. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I have played the game already. I've done about 5 or 6 days on a different save, so I know roughly what I'm doing, and I can talk you through different bits. This game actually releases on the 4th of March, so that you should be watching this video if you're watching it straight away on the 3rd, or maybe you're watching it on the 4th. So it'll be out on the 4th, so it's either out tomorrow or today, depending on when you're watching this video, or the video has long since been out if you're watching it in the future. Where's the burger station? So yeah, if you're interested in the game after watching this, you don't have to wait very long.
Every machine brings us closer to success.
So that's the station where we're going to do all of our burgers from. You can have multiple of these. I don't think there's any limit on the amount of these you have. Apart from they cost 900 each. So other than financially, I think you can have as many of these as you want. You can expand the restaurant as well. So what you see right now is not what you'll have by the end of the game. You'll, I think, expand all the way down here. So all of the brick wall you see here, you can expand all the way down here. So you can expand a reasonable amount, I would say, for a restaurant. All of the employees, as I mentioned before, are available from the word go in the game as well. So we can have a chef, we can have a cashier, a runner to go and fetch ingredients for us, like we're doing here where we're going to the curb. You can have somebody do this for you. You can have a cleaner. You can have multiple of the employees as well. You're not limited to just the one. The only thing that limits you really is your money, not your level or anything like that particularly. When you're level 1, you can only have 3 employees. When you're level 2, I think you can have 5. I think maybe you'll have more than that in higher levels, but by the time you get to those levels and have enough money to afford those employees anyway, you've kind of got the space, and it doesn't really limit you at all. So that's quite nice. I like not being limited in my employees and things like that. Feels a bit more realistic. I'll show you the cooking method in a moment as soon as we've got everything in stock here. So you can, if you buy, as you saw me put the ketchup down here, if you buy lots of stock, you can put them down here. You can buy storage shelves as well, but the game comes with 6 slots there and 3 more there for to get you started, which I think is quite good actually. $3,000 as well as giving you a few bits and pieces just to get you going. It's quite nice. Helps you get into the game rather than having to grind from word go. Right, we can add the burger to the menu via the PC. We shall do that now, which is this one here. So you just add it and you can remove it. So if you don't want to sell this tomorrow, you can just remove it. Like if there's a particular item you don't like doing, just remove it. It's no problem at all. You can set your own prices. And you've got like a little green affordability thing here. So I know, for example, that $10 is perfect for this because I've had a little bit of a play around, and $10.01 was not good. So if you put something in that's not good, it will go to this yellowy color. This means that some people, I think, will still buy it, but other people will say it's too expensive. So you're kind of risking it a bit there, particularly early in the game when you want to earn some money. That's probably a bit of a risk. If you were to put something crazy in there, like $15, that's very unaffordable, and I'm guessing that will be complaint after complaint and nobody will buy it. So you're better off staying just in the green, I would say, at least for now when you're just getting started. So I've gone with $10, which is the maximum we can have where it's still green. And you can be able to do that for all of those as well. Reviews, so when people come in, they'll leave a review and tell you why. They give you like a score, which helps you get up to 100, and this will tell you what that score is made up of. Management, this is how we expand. You can also change your signboard, so we can change a name, which I might do at some point, but I'm just going to leave it for Corner Kitchen for now. If any ideas come in that I like, then I might change the name there, and you can also change the look of it, but it's $1,000, so we'll leave it as it is for now. Hiring, these are the employees. So at the moment, yeah, we can only have 3. We can have 5 very soon, just by buying a table. I think it takes us to level 2. These are pretty self-explanatory. Working speed, 1 out of 10. Hard work, 3 out of 10. The higher it is, the better it is. More they cost salary-wise than hiring cost. But they're all pretty useful, and you can have them straight away. Right, let's make some burgers then. So this is a lot more simplified than, say, Fast Food Simulator, where you had to place everything on, you know, grab it and place and grab it and place. We don't have to do that. We can just click, which is nice. So click the Corners Tasty. That brings up the recipe for that particular burger, and it tells you what you need and the order you need it in. So we need a base bun, some cheese. We need to cook some patties. So let's cook some patties now. They don't take very long, just a couple of seconds. And then they're done. So then we'd need a patty. You can put the others on this plate, by the way, like that, and then you cook some more. So we've got our patty on there, so then we need ketchup, pickle, and then a top bun, and then that's done. There is no expiration limit on any of these items. They don't disappear overnight. You don't need to keep things in the fridge. It's very simplified, but I think it works. I don't mind the fact it's simplified. I actually quite like it. It's... Oops, I don't mean to do that. It feels like a game you can kind of, unlike Fast Food Simulator, which, as we know, if you saw that series, you get to a point you can't play it alone anymore. You can play this game on your own. You've got employees to help you out as well, but it's not, it never gets too much, at least in the first 5 or 6 days, which is what I've done on a different save. It's absolutely fine. Whether eventually it gets to the point where it's too much to handle, I don't know, but I've not encountered that yet. But making the burgers is pretty easy, and you can, once you get used to it, you can do it pretty quickly, like that. I mean, that's how quick you can make a burger, which is quite useful as well. So if you get a big queue of people coming in, and you don't have a lot of time, you know, being able to quickly blast the burger out like that is pretty useful. But we're actually not open yet, are we? So we might as well open. I know we need to buy
gets the worm, and we're up before the birds.
A cash register, so we should do that, otherwise we can't serve anybody anyway. So that leaves us with $1.5 grand to spend on various other things, like staff and tables.
This new gear will really step up our game.
Now, I'm going to buy a table now, purely because I've already played the game a little bit, and I know that is their #1 complaint. So everybody's #1 complaint is, I've got nowhere to sit whenever they come into our restaurant. So I'm going to go across the road here. Now, you can buy it on the computer. Actually, we've got a customer. Let's serve the customer first. Hello there, sir. We give you a couple of burgers. Thank you.
Thanks.
No problem. Thank you. See, where am I supposed to sit? #1 complaint is where am I supposed to sit? Now, you can buy it on your computer, and a chair and a table costs, or the chair costs 150, and a table's 350, I think it is, the ones we have access to. If you come across the road to Mason's Big Deals, here is Mason. I think he is the grandfather character that keeps appearing on my channel. I think this is this guy's maybe 6th or 7th appearance on the channel. In the last couple of months, he's here as much as I am. But he handily is actually selling a chair for $110, I think that is. So we shall purchase this from him, because that saves us $40 on the internet price. This is completely randomized, as far as I'm aware. So you come in here from time to time, you'll see a cheap table, you'll see a cheap chair. It's worth coming over here before you buy it on the computer, just to save that bit of money. And pop over here anyway from time to time, just to say hello to Mason, but also... he might have a good deal, even if you're not currently in the market for a chair. So I'm just going to drop that down there. He didn't have a table, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to buy the table from here. As you can see, that costs $350. These are a bit cheaper, these wooden ones, but they're in level 2, and you can't get to level 2 without buying this, as I've discovered from playing the game. So I was wondering, why am I not leveling up? And the way to level up is to buy this table. So I don't know if it's like a weird scripting thing, but you don't seem to level up until you do that.
Literally.
Put that there, put that there, and there we go, level 2.
Doesn't it?
So we could do with a second chair, because at the moment, if somebody's here and already eating, obviously they've already sat in that chair, and people will still complain they've got nowhere to sit, but it should do us for now. Now, as you can see in the top right-hand side, we've got $1,000. We have no rating out of 100, because the one person we did have actually complained, because he was able to sit down. But we've got 0.2 customers per hour. So as you can see, the first day is a bit slow. And actually the first 2 to 3 days can be a bit slow. Now, the way to combat this is, you might have seen somebody walking by, this guy here, Arthur. This little boy basically walks from this bench, swings his legs, goes around the corner, sits on another bench, swings his legs. He's bored. He's a bored teenager who's got nothing to do. He must be on his holidays or something. He's got nothing to do. Well, we can employ him. Child labor, although he does earn quite a bit of money. We can pay him $200 to hand out some flyers for us. And when you do that, I'm not going to do it now because we're quite close to the end of the day, so it's not really worth it. And I've not pre-prepared a load of burgers because I know how crazy it gets. That would jump our 0.2 customers per hour up to about 5, 6, or maybe even 7 customers per hour, which when you're just starting the game is like working in a real-life McDonald's at prime meal time. You know, like it feels like hundreds of people are in there. So that's a little bit stressful when we're only pre-prepared 2 burgers and I haven't got a cashier or anything to take care of this side of it. So I'm not going to do it today, but we might do it tomorrow in the game. So we'll just... I think we close in about an hour or so anyway, so it's really not worth doing at the end of the day. But that is a good way of boosting your customers. 2 corner tasties, no problem at all, sir. There you go. You can pre-make all of your burgers, of course, because since they don't go off, you can pre-make all your burgers overnight if you so wished, because as soon as the time gets to whatever and you close, you can then just spend the night cooking and making burgers. So we can pre-prepare some burgers overnight if you so wish as well. The chef does pretty good job. The early chef is a little bit slow, but as you level up, the chefs get quicker. They're not too bad. They take breaks as well, your employees. They do go on a break. They tell you when they're going on a break. They also go home at the end of each day and come back the next morning and like say good morning and all that kind of sort of stuff as well. It's quite nice. I like the fact they do that. Nearly all of these games, when I've had an employee, the employee just stands there all night or they just never go home. But in this game, they do. It feels like they've actually got a life away from... Why did we go down a level there? That was weird. Is that because we're closed or something? I saw it go down a level. Maybe I missed the customer there. Busy talking about the employees. Anyway, let's get these done. But yes, they do go home, and it feels like they've got lives away. And if you don't pay them, they don't come into work either. So you need to make sure you've got enough money to cover your employee costs. There's no getting around that. And I don't think there's a loan system either. Ah, we've run out of boxes. We have run out of boxes. I should have ordered more. I know that as well. I should have ordered more. After playing the game as much as I have, you run out of these burger packs a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot. It's worth buying a lot more of these than you think you need. If you think you've got enough, you haven't. Because yeah, they don't last very long. Ketchup lasts for ages. Don't be tempted to buy extra bucks. Yeah. 1 ketchup seems to last a ridiculous amount of time. And you get loads in a box as well. So don't be tempted to get loads of ketchups. Got burgers? We've got burgers. You would like 2 corner tasties to end the day. Thank you. There you go, sir.
Great. There's a spot to sit and enjoy my meal.
Yeah, don't be tempted to buy more of these. If you're thinking, I wonder how much stock I've actually got, though. Do I have to count everything? No, you don't. If you come over here, you can see everything you've got in stock and what you've got ready. So we know we've got 2 corner tasties ready for the day. Obviously, we've got nothing else because we're not doing anything else at the moment. And this is the stock we've got. So we know we've got 7 ketchup bottles. We haven't got anything else in sort of stock. So this is stuff that's not there, for example. So everything that's on here. So I guess you need to count these, but you can kind of see them. But if we've got boxes laying around and you don't know how many things you've got, that's where this comes in. So we know we've got 24 burger packs, but we haven't got any spare of anything else. It just gives you a bit of an inventory, which is quite nice. All right, we still got a pack of those outside, haven't we? Let's grab this. I'm not sure how many of these it takes. All right, that's its limit. Now, we've got plenty of storage spots, so we can stick that down there. I guess we should, in theory, wait for this guy to finish his burger. But I'm just going to enter and end the day, and hopefully he'll disappear overnight. So we'd have to clean this as well. If you get a cleaner, the cleaner would do that for you. Make sure you stay on top of that, because if you leave that on the table, nobody can use the table, and then you'll get a lot of complaints. All right, we can just open, I think.
Time to count our blessings. Let's make today our best day yet.
We were still open, apparently, from the night before. I'm going to make some burgers. I wouldn't imagine we're going to get many customers in until towards lunchtime anyway, so we might as well open. We can deal with everybody. I might buy some more burger patties, though, because we're a little bit low on burger patties. Let's buy some more of those. So we'll see how today goes. And if it's still pretty slow by the end of the day, then I might pay Arthur a little cheeky $200 to bring in some extra customers for us. But I think if I do that, I need the cashier, because you have to make quite a lot of burgers at that stage, and the cashier is very helpful then at serving everybody. Right, let's get some more burgers made then. So, cheese, then we need the patty itself, the ketchup, the pickle, and the top. Yeah, once you get used to the order of which, because you can't click it in the wrong order, so you can't go wrong here. All it does is just doesn't work. So you can't go wrong. For example, if I was to go like this and then try and put a patty on, it just doesn't let you, or the pickle. You can't go wrong with the burger. So once you get into the rhythm of knowing which click is next, you can be pretty quick at this. I like that, though. I really do. I like that. Sometimes it's a bit too much to remember, because obviously we've only got one burger, so it's fine. Try and remember the other two burgers, almost impossible. So I think the XXL Titan has another 3 or 4 ingredients. The Chef's Burgers, something like 11 ingredients long. Remembering the order of that, good luck. At least I'm not going to be able to do that. At least I don't think I'll be able to do that. But you never need to, because it's all written here. But if you want to be really quick at that. But by that time, I think, I mean, at least in my other playthrough that I've been doing, I had a chef employed anyway by that stage. So, yeah, I don't think it's that much of a problem, because you can take your time. When you've got a chef, so we'd have a second station with a chef doing exactly what I'm doing. With 2 of you doing it, you don't need to go crazy with the speed. Right, how many of these have we got? Okay, another 1. 12 should probably take us quite a way through the day, actually. Here's a customer right now. There's 2 of them missing, though. There you go, sir. Make a few more. I'm going to have to buy some more ingredients anyway. So we'll finish the ingredients off, and then buy some more stock. Alright, so we need some more burger buns. Ketchup can go on there. More burger buns. Actually, we might as well just buy a bit of everything, hadn't we? To be honest. Let's buy another couple of those. Another couple of those. Don't need any sauces. Get a couple of those. Couple of those. Get some more of those. We might as well get some more of these, because we always need them. You can either multi-click, or you can select your amount, by the way, as well. It's entirely up to you. You want 2 corner tasties.
That was
Thank you very much.
Loving the service here.
Thank you. Glad to hear it. So the runner you can employ is he's pretty good, because he does all of this for us. So the runner gets all of this stuff. If you've got shelving to put your stuff on, he'll put it on the shelf. If this needs refilling, he'll refill it. That is quite useful. The runner is, I'd say the chef, the runner, and the cashier. I would always go for those as employees. The cleaner, I don't think is necessary. At least when the restaurant is this size. I think the player will always be able to stay on top of the cleaning. I mean, we've been open a day and we haven't had to really clean since we started, have we? So there's not a lot of cleaning needs doing. When you expand and get into a bigger restaurant and you've got a lot more customers, then yeah, you probably need a cleaner. But I wouldn't waste my money on a cleaner if I was just starting the game. So if you do decide to get this game yourselves, yeah, don't bother with a cleaner. I don't think it's worth it immediately. I'd be more tempted with a cashier first, because you can do the cooking yourself. Then get a chef and maybe a second station, or just get the chef, or get a runner. So if you're fine cooking yourself, so if you just want to do the burgers yourself and you don't want to do anything else, get a runner to do this bit for you. So then at least you can just order some stock and keep making burgers whilst he fills all of this for you. But at the beginning of the game, you can kind of get by without using any employees, really. But they are useful to have at some stage. Hello there, sir. 2 corner tasties. He's still on that chair.
Was quick.
So if he
Loving
wants to
the
sit
service.
down... Good, he didn't. If he wanted to sit down, we'd have been stuck there. I'm going to head across to Mason's, actually, while we're quiet. Let's see if we can grab another chair. Looks like we can. $84. $84. Wow, I'm going to take that. That's a $150 chair for $84. You are being ripped off, Mason. Thank you very much.
Perfect fit.
Good.
Like it was made for this spot. All right.
I'm going to clean this. I think if it's dirty
A
on
clean
one side,
space
but you've got
is a productive space.
2 chairs, it should be fine. But I guess I could have tested that theory. We didn't want to sit down in the end anyway. Right, 1 corner tasty.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I think I'll just eat right here.
Okay, so he's eating there. Can we make some more burgers? I feel like I should. It's starting to get a little bit busier now. Not loads busier, but a little bit. Sounds like a customer. Hello there, sir. 2 corner tasties.
All right.
Thank you. So we've climbed where we were at 2.2 customers an hour. It's really dropped off now to 0.6. That fluctuates during the day. You'll notice it the more you play the game. Sometimes you get like a lunchtime rush, or you'll get an evening rush, maybe about 5 or 6 p.m. That'll climb up quite a bit. So it's kind of as you would expect, really. It gets a bit quiet mid-afternoon. It's quiet in the mornings. You've got 2 really busy periods at main meal times. At least that's the way it seems to be going for me. I don't know if that's intended with the game. I've not actually heard. But it seems to play that way. So I could be wrong on that theory, but that's the way it seems, at least for me. Have we got some more pickles? I don't think we have we? Are they still outside? They're possibly still outside. Clean that so somebody can just sit down. Right, pickles. There we go, pickle slices. So you do actually quickly run out of storage, even though they've been quite generous in giving you 9 spots of storage to get you started. You do quickly run out of storage, I've found. So getting the storage shelf is... It's not a necessity, but it's worth it. It's $200, but it is worth getting reasonably early in the game. The other good one to get is the food shelves. So with food shelves, what you can do is you can move these burgers from here, and you can place it here, and then the cashier can just basically stand here going bang, 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 bang. Makes it a lot quicker for the cashier to do their job. This has got a limited space. I'm not sure what that limited space is, but when it gets to about here somewhere, you can't fit any more on. So if you've got a chef and you want your chef to keep working, moving them is quite good. The way you move them is you press Q to bring up this, get that, and then you can do that with them, and then you can load them into the other thing. Or you can place that down there, which is what I'm going to do now. And then you can actually serve yourself from there. Your cashier doesn't seem to use this. They'll only use it from the food shelf specifically. But as the player, you can keep your burgers down here for a bit of extra speed. But yeah, I quite like this game. It's busy, but it's chilled. And I think there's a lot of good stuff going for it. I'm really enjoying my play of it so far. Hence the reason I've decided to bring it to the channel. As I think I mentioned earlier, pretty sure I mentioned earlier, it is coming out tomorrow. That's the 4th. What are we missing here? A pickle. The 4th of March. So if you are interested, make sure you check it out. So as you can see, we've got
That was
2 down
quick.
there, so we can just grab
Loving
them from
the
there.
service here.
It just adds a bit of speed to your service. You don't really struggle for that really early in the game. They are quite generous with their time. I think they get less generous the more you play. But to begin with, they are quite generous. That should be enough burgers to get us through. Just have a quick look at the reviews. We've got some reviews in now. As you can see, most people are pretty happy. In fact, everybody's been pretty happy since the person came in and wasn't happy about price for some reason. And Ralph, who couldn't find anywhere to sit. But aside from them, everybody's been pretty happy. So we're now rating 31 out of 100. But you can see what's good and what's not good. So if we weren't clean, this would be a -1. So, you know, we need to do some more cleaning. When this starts to go negative for time, it's probably worth employee. Tables, if lots of people are complaining about tables, it's probably worth getting another table. And yeah, it kind of gives you an idea to what's working and what's not working, which I quite like. There you go, sir.
Great, I'll eat at the table.
Okay, no problem. Right, he might be the last customer. So I think in the next episode, we might have a look at getting an employee. Maybe a cashier or something, and so I'll pre-make some stuff, and then we'll get a cashier, and let the cashier run this side of things for us.
That was great.
So do they sit together? They do sit together. Never met before, but they're going to sniff their burgers together. Does it smell nice? Yeah, smell nice? Good. So it's a weird way to consume food, by inhaling its scent rather than eating it. But hey, why not? Why not? They seem to be enjoying it together, though, so that's the main thing. They've made a new friend, a fellow burger sniffer. Yeah, I think in the next episode, I'm going to pay Arthur, so we'll get a lot more customers in. But in order to cater for that, I think I'm going to have to get a cashier, because there's no way to stay on top of that. From my experience so far, there's very little way to stay on top of that if you were having to be here and then be over here and then over here. It's better off I just make burgers and the cashier helps and serves everybody. But we'll have a look at that next time. And yeah, I'm going to make a little series on this. It will only be a sort of limited series because there's not that much stuff to do, really. Once we get hot dogs on the go, soda and all that kind of stuff, you know, there's not an infinite amount of content here. Fries and soda and hot dogs, that's basically it. So there's not like there's loads of content to add in. We can decorate the place and obviously expand, but I don't think it'll be a massive series that'll last months and months, but maybe a few weeks we'll have a series running here. Right, that looks like it's dirty, so we'll clean that off. Yeah, everything else has stayed pretty clean. And that is the end of the day. I'm not going to click enter because that just brings you straight into the next day and the clock immediately ticks. By the way, if you don't want to open on one day, just keep the thing closed. It doesn't make any difference. There are no bills or anything you have to worry about. So if you want to spend a day designing or making 1 million burgers to serve the next 2 or 3 days, so if you're going to get all your cooking day done on one day, and then just like, well, you could do the cooking now, to be honest with you. But if you just wanted to do loads of cooking or move stuff around and you didn't want to be open, you don't have to open. There's no bills or anything like that. The only bills you have are staff members. So if you had staff, you need to make sure you cover their salary. But otherwise, yeah, you don't need to open. So it doesn't matter too much. But I'm not going to press it because I do want to open. But I think that will do us then. You can change the name, so we might change the name in the series in the next episode or something like that, but we'll leave it as Corner Kitchen for now. So let me know if you've enjoyed the video, and leave it a like if you have. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you for another video very soon.